Coucou YouTube, alors on se retrouve sur Alan Wake. Qu'il faut que je fasse? Entrer dans le tunnel débloqué. Super, mais ça me dit pas où est le tunnel en question. C'est celui-là? On dirait, hein. En tout cas, là, tunnel effondré. Mais je suis déjà venu ici, bordel de merde. Ah! C'est bien là. Ok, merci de me prévenir, Alan. Alors là, il y a le truc qui est derrière moi. Je vais pas me retourner, je vais juste continuer de courir. À 2 à l'heure, comme tout héros de Survival Horror.
The dark presence. I had seen it before. I remembered now. It was always out there, hunting me.
À qui je racontais l'intrigue d'Alan Wake il y a pas longtemps? Ah, c'était à mon frère. Le pauvre, il a déjà pas de temps pour jouer. Je suis en train de lui suggérer plein de jeux cool à faire. Alors.
I had found the murder site. Somehow the victim's heart was the key.
Ah bah. Comment on se retrouve, Monsieur Nightingale?
Something had shifted. I felt an overwhelming closeness to home.
Ah, donc c'est bien ça. Ça revient.
Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
She can hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI.
This is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The dark presence. Help me. Please, help me.
Ah ouais, donc c'est bien ça, c'était avant.
I was closer to home. Had the woman in the vision helped me somehow? Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I'd lived with Alice.
Oh.
It was out there. Waiting for me.
Ah bah. Donc c'est ça, je vais faire du yo-yo entre Saga et Alan, ok.
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
Le menace de la lumière, l'ombre portée, le troisième œil ouvert, prochaine la nuit, c'est le grand moment d'écrire. Voici le rituel qui te guidera, les amis le verront quand tu partiras. Bah dis donc, ça a l'air jojo tout ça. Ah, mais il y a une autre scène là.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something had soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you. Taking you for a ride. Making you crazier.
Alors, j'allais demander pourquoi t'as rangé ton arme. Là, il faut que je ressorte, je crois, vu qu'il disait qu'il y a un truc qui avait changé dehors. Oh. Attends, merde, comment je fais pour la voir? Merde. Putain! Je vais quand même pas gâcher toutes mes batteries là-dessus, faut pas déconner. Tant pis, il faut que je ressorte. Don't write. Oh bah tiens, pourquoi encore? Attends, mais c'est là, je suis con.
The station had changed. I was closer now. Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just
Ah,
an
c'est cette
echo of the
tour-là.
real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
Ah ah!
Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Oh! Ascenseur, yes please. Initiation 3.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice! Alice.
Alors, c'est un peu
This is a
troublant
photo of
aussi,
Scratch. How did Alice get this?
parce
Is he
que
stalking her?
il me semble que la partie avec Saga s'appelle Retour, et c'est aussi le nom de l'écrit qu'il a écrit dans le premier, si je me souviens bien, Returnal.
This is the door to my study.
Il me semble que c'est le nom du roman qu'il a écrit dans le premier Alan Wake.
Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
Ah, il faut que je trouve la carte mémoire pour la mettre dans la caméra, ok. Point de mire sur l'entre-noir. Oh, donc dans cette version-là, elle est impliquée, ok. C'est intéressant. Et là, c'est comme dans Paranormal Activity, toutes les portes de placard vont s'ouvrir en même temps. J'espère pas, ce serait badant. diras pas plus badant que Alice qui tombe dans le lac et qui meurt, quoi. Je peux pas aller là. Donc, est-ce que je l'aurais raté, la carte mémoire? Parce que j'ai l'impression que je peux aller nulle part ailleurs, en fait. Parce que là, c'est d'où je viens. Ça, je peux pas y toucher. Je peux plus y toucher. Là, je peux pas y aller. Pardon. Là, donc, c'est le truc où il faut que je mette la carte mémoire que je n'ai pas. Là, c'est la cuisine Paranormal Activity. Il est peut-être dans un... Merde. J'ai pas l'impression de pouvoir ouvrir quoi que ce soit. Ah. Partie 1. Eh ben, let's go. Ouais, c'est ça, j'avais juste loupé. Et bien, c'est parti. Non, c'est pas ça. La table basse. Vas-y, le jeu, fais-moi rêver. Ou cauchemarder, plutôt, dans ce cas-ci.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me.
Mhm.
I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist.
Ouais.
And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions.
Ah, c'est intéressant, ça.
The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books.
Oh, c'est pas mal, ça.
I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos.
Je vois ce que tu veux dire, chouchoute.
And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other.
Mhm.
Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there.
Ah oui, donc ça, oui, c'est tout le début. En fait, l'objectif, c'était qu'il aille voir le psy, justement, à Bright Falls.
And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault.
Bah oui.
Hell, I do too, sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night.
Ah oui, c'est vrai qu'il y a eu 13 ans entre les deux.
Clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes.
Ah, c'est ça,
Now,
ok.
when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit the Dark Place.
Oh. Oh.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why? I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looked me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing it.
Oh. Un retour. C'est le titre des chapitres de saga. Donc je pense que ça a un lien. Oh. Oh. Ok. Là, je pense qu'on va revenir à la saga, du coup.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people, making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time...
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the Dark Place, make all this shit go away.
Ouais.
Look, I know it's batshit crazy.
Oui.
My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Mr. Wake, Alan, we've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
C'est ça, en fait, les ombres ont commencé à attaquer Saga au moment où son enquête commençait à la rapprocher d'Alan, en fait.
Have you ever heard of the cult of the tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness. Possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
A cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something? Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double, Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here, in Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
Ok, les pages du manuscrit, ok. Radio, je m'en fous. Ok.
Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them.
Bien sûr, frérot.
Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the cult of the tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
This mug always cheers me up.
Pas la pire mère. C'est chou. Ok, donc maintenant on fait quoi? Parce que là tu m'as donné la page, ok. Peut-être qu'il faut que je fasse un truc dans l'entre-mental.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
Nightingale goes missing for 13 years, shows up murdered, and then turns into a monster. After I stop Nightingale, a rider who's also been missing for 13 years turns up. What's the connection? What kind of case is this?
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
Oui, c'est vrai que ça aurait rendu le jeu très différent.
Nah.
Ok, c'est pas là. Alors. Entre noir, l'ombre noire. Voilà. Et ça, c'est pour plus tard, ok. J'ai dû oublier quelque chose parce que là, il n'y a aucun progrès. Bon, excusez-moi les garçons, je repars.
The cult of the tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this. It's all on the page. The clicker? The cult? Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
Oh. Oh. Je peux faire ça dans l'ordre que je veux du coup. Oh. Bah tu sais quoi, pour l'instant je vais rester avec Saga parce que là j'ai joué Alan pas mal déjà. Une petite sauvegarde rapide et on est parti.
You wrote these pages in the dark place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them up. I remember writing an endless amount of pages. When this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
Ok. Donc là, j'ai un dernier indice. Il se souvient avoir écrit des lettres dans l'entre-noir. Et bah, let's go. Du coup, qu'est-ce que je fais? Faut que je m'en aille, ça y est? Allez hop.
Hi, welcome.
Bonjour.
Okay. Past favorite Deerfest floats. Go.
The yarn puppet monstrosity. This third time I've requested something done about the TV in my room.
Donc là, faut que j'aille à la bagnole.
I swear I brought my full kit along. Jules, you didn't forget to pack the EMF reader, did you?
Why would I pack your gear? I've got my own to worry about.
Great. Now how am I supposed to measure the energy signatures emitted by paranormal manifestations?
Watery, c'est parti. En vrai, je pense que je vais peut-être alterner genre. Là, cet épisode-là, je vais jouer Saga. Le prochain, j'essaierai de jouer Alan, etc.
Assuming we believe the page, I need to check this out. We need to find the cult. Anyone we meet here could be a member. And this Scratch guy.
The evil doppelganger? It must be true, or else this guy can't write for shit.
The quality of his writing aside, if this page turns out to be true like the rest have, this could be a breakthrough. We might solve this thing before backup even arrives.
Yeah, but they're taking their time, so just be careful out there. Meanwhile, I think me and Wake will have a chat. Maybe I can shake something loose.
Okay. But remember what happened with the salt shaker?
Yeah, real funny.
Voilà.
The page placed me in a trailer, somewhere in Watery. I should ask around.
Bon. Bonjour.
For Mayor Setter is a vote for every.
Mayor Seta will stand up for justice.
Par contre, je savais pas ou j'avais oublié que Bright Falls c'était à Washington du coup. Bonjour.
Hello. Do you have a second?
Ah, long time and no see, Miss Anderson. Thor and Odin are not here. They are old tricksters always sneaking off.
Sorry. No, I wanted to ask you about something else. Can you point me to any trailers around here?
Sure. Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park. Ilmo Koskela owns it. Owns many things in town.
And where is Ilmo?
I saw Ilmo and his brother at the bridge. Well, what used to be the bridge.
Do you live around here?
I live in Bright Falls. You've seen me around. I am Mr. Blum. You call me Vladimir. I work at a nursing home. I take care of your old people. We are on day trip, music, sauna, the good times. I bring them here in the bus.
The elderly are very important. And it's a very nice bus. Thanks.
Avec la maison de retraite qui s'appelle Valhalla. C'est rigolo. Ah! Mais dis donc!
Okay then. Catchy tune.
Kaivon pohjalle ruumiskasan. Tästä yöstä ei selviä kukaan. Synkäs huoneessaan kirjoittaen. Onki houreistaan sinut säkeeseen. Hän peilistä sua tuijottaa. Murhan polte se kruunua. Tuon katseen tunnet, et voi unohtaa. Vaik kasvot piiloutuu veriverhon taa. On yötön yö. Se sielun syö. On yötön yö. Se sinut syö. Kuin painajainen hän luoksesi saapuu. Hänet verho tuon varjojen kaapuun. Monta tarinaa hänestä kerrotaan. Häntä pakoon et pääsessä milloinkaan. Hän peilistä sua tuijottaa. Murhan polte se kruunua. Tuon katseen tunnet, et voi unohtaa. Piiloutuu veriverhon taa.
Excuse me. Do you know where...
He's in the middle of a show.
I wonder if I'm the first FBI agent to ever get shushed.
Puukkohimpaan tanssi pian vaihtuu. Hirveen vääntyy jo verinen suu. Viinapullosta korkki hukataan. Tupen rapinan vain kuulee korvissaan. On yötön yö. Se valon syö. On yötön yö. Se toivon syö. On yötön yö. Se rakkaus syö. On yötön yö. Se kaiken syö. Monin nimin häntä kuultuaan kutsuttavan, niin kuin kiroaa kuolevan kuoleman. Rukoilee synkien myyttien Jumalaa, pistää housulla saatanaan vapahtajaa.
Oh! Merci Ati encore une fois de chanter le scénario. La différence c'est que là il y a des sous-titres, alors que dans le tango finnois il n'y en avait pas.
Kaivon pohjalle ruumiskasan. Tästä yöstä ei selviä kukaan.
Bah écoute, c'est super mon frérot. Du coup, je peux pas parler à des gens? Ati? Tom le poète, un film de Thomas Zane. Ah. Le double maléfique dans l'art et dans la vie. Ilmo, c'est à lui qu'il faut que je parle. Ah. Je ne peux pas lui échapper. Il chante même dans la salle de pause. Et donc, je peux changer de réalité. Ok, je ferai pas ça maintenant, mais comme j'ai dit... Bah écoute, ce serait bien, mais... Attends. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Ah, c'est une cachette, parfait. Je sais pas ce que j'ai trouvé. Ah, des balles de flingue, ok. C'est con parce que je trouve qu'il a une jolie voix en plus, l'acteur. Bah, j'ai l'impression que je peux parler à personne là, regarde. J'ai plus du tout les options de dialogue. Bah écoute, ce fut un plaisir. Ah, je prends la carte, merci. C'est toi qui m'as parlé tout à l'heure, non? Ou j'ai rêvé? Bonjour. Bon. Ah, attends, maintenant que j'ai la carte, je peux essayer de voir où se trouve l'endroit où je dois aller. Donc là, je suis là. Ah, l'enquête, ils me disent que c'est par là. Ok. Oh.
His family was from Sweden. I've always imagined it kind of like this. Saunas, lakes. Seems nice.
Bonjour.
Enjoying the sauna.
You bet. The steam is amazing on my creaky old joints. I'm just waiting for Ati to wrap up his show so we can crack open some beers.
I've read that taking a sauna is good for preventing dementia.
Yeah, and so is beer.
Moins sûr.
The cult of the tree.
The half deer, half man monsters? Oh, sure, I've heard of them. They're the reason I can't risk taking walks in the forest anymore. If one of them shows up, how am I supposed to get away? I can't run with a bad hip. I'd be killed for sure. I could maybe use my crutches to defend myself. Do you think that'd work? You're the professional.
Probably smart just to stay in the sauna for now.
Bonjour, bonjour.
Hey, Seva, a sauna doesn't fix what ails ya. You're a goner. They also say silence is golden.
Bon ben voilà, hein, je vais encore télécharger une chanson de ce mec, hein, tant pis. Oh attends, je peux ouvrir ça? Des balles de flingue, merci. Dans un tiroir de sauna, pourquoi pas. Ah oui, le sauna c'est bien là, ok. Je referme la porte. Pour conserver la chaleur, c'est quand même mieux. Je peux leur parler aux deux zigotos qui sont là?
I fear he's losing his grip on reality.
I don't care to listen to pointless jibber jabber.
Not on the radio and not in the sauna.
Ah bah super, maintenant je vais redonner ça à la place de l'autre. Hein. Ah tiens, je t'ai pas parlé à toi. Bonjour. Non? C'est pas une option? Bon.
What have you been up to this time around? There's only so many times I can keep fixing the same hole.
Attends, parce que là, ils me disent, il y a de l'enquête là. Mais j'ai plus personne à qui parler là, on est d'accord. Hein, parce que là, les gens, je leur parle pas. À toi là, peut-être? Bonjour. Non, je peux pas te parler? Bon. Non, bah c'est ça, attends. Parce que là, ils me disent enquête. Oh, attends. Est-ce que je peux pas faire un truc là? Si.
Trailer park is a good place to look for a trailer. Keep it simple, Saga. I need to find Ilmo Cascella.
Mais le truc, c'est que là, ça me dit encore qu'il y a de l'enquête ici, en fait.
A trailer park. Ilmo Cascella. He's that tour guide we met at Cauldron Lake. I need to find him.
Eh ben, let's go. On peut pas emprunter une...
Hey, Saga! Over here!
Bonjour.
Hey, Ilmo. How did your walk in the woods with Steven go?
Another satisfied customer. I just hope he remembers.
Ah mais oui, je me souviens, on l'a vu au début, lui.
Great to see you back in Watery, Saga. Everyone in town missed you.
Super nice to see you again, Saga.
They act like they've known me for years. This keeps happening. Are you familiar with the cult of the tree?
Yeah, we always thought it was an urban legend. Kids drawing creepy symbols to scare each other, but now it's gotten pretty damn real, huh?
It's terrible what happened. We're all in shock.
Well, we're looking into it. Hoping to get things back to normal soon.
We're all for that. As normal as it ever gets around here.
You own the trailer park, right? Mind if I take a look inside?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the owner of the Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park, me, can help you with that. It's good to have our funniest resident back.
Resident? I don't understand what you mean.
If this is your way of getting out of any outstanding bills, don't worry. They've been handled. Must be hard coming back to where you and your little girl lived.
It's like they remember a different reality. Is the horror story messing with their memories? So what is Coffee World?
You mean you haven't seen our commercial for it? Coffee World is a smooth blend of rides, food, and fun. We even had a real moose. Until recently. Plus, right next to Coffee World is the workshop of our own Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club. We're busy building the floats for Deerfest. Don't go peeking, though. You know, we're saving the big reveal for Deerfest.
So, your commercials?
They're more than commercials, Saga. Our goal is to both entertain and educate local viewers about the fine products and services we provide. And, Yako here really comes alive in front of the camera. Really. Fuck off. Just there for the free beer. Not sure what Ilmo's excuse is. Hey, I'm writer, producer, co-lead, director. Do yourself a favor and, check them all out.
Profiling will give me the answers.
Ben, let's go.
Wake says the story will change reality around us. If that's true, then I need to know what's real and what's fiction.
Ok, les deux frangins donc.
Elmo thinks the cult is just an urban legend. Or does he?
There are things that go bump in the night. It's all true. It's all true. Sound the alarm, brother. Gather the troops, brother. Yako, the shadow of the forest is creeping closer.
They don't think it's an urban legend at all. They understand it's dangerous. Ilmo made it sound like I lived here. Does he really believe that?
Light, laughter, and love will guide you home. Saga and her daughter. Oh boy. Happy faces raise property value. Family comes first, Ilma. We take care of her trailer while she's gone. She's one of us, Yako. Her spare key is safe and sound.
The Koskela brothers have happy memories of me living here. This must be the story affecting them. I'll play along for now. I need the key to that trailer. All joking aside, yes, I would like to see my trailer. Do you have a spare set of keys?
Good for you. Yeah, I have a spare set. They're just over at Coffee World. I'd get them for you, but Yako and I have to head to Bright Falls. The spare keys are in the gift shop safe. I'll call ahead and have someone get them out for you. Oh, the road's flooded, but if you just follow this trail behind me, it'll lead
Ah, ok, c'est parti.
Call the gift shop so they can give Saga a hand. Yep.
Merci, messieurs.
There's Coffee World. Need to get across the river.
Et donc là, on a une petite sauvegarde. Et je pense que je vais m'arrêter là. Parce que je sais pas si j'aurai le temps de trouver un autre truc de sauvegarde. Il n'y a rien. Putain, quel troll. Sur ces bonnes paroles, je vous laisse. Salut!